Fue difícil el viaje, pero ya estamos.
Every afternoon in McAllen, Texas, a bus arrives. It carries a new group of asylum seekers, mostly from Central America. Their kids are still with them, and they were processed quickly. They are free to go until their case is heard. It's how the system used to work, before the new zero-tolerance policy. And for a few, it's still working that way. Eric Estrada and his 2-year-old daughter have come 1,500 miles from La Ceiba, Honduras.
A eso vengo, a pedir asilo porque estaba pasando una situación dura en el país. Tenía amenazas de muerte. Entonces por eso salí del país.
After an exhausting 2-week journey to the border, they have one more bus ride ahead, to Utah, where they'll find out if they can stay.
El 10 de julio tengo que ir a la primera vez a donde el juez y no sé qué va a suceder de ahí en adelante.
Winning asylum in the U.S. has never been easy, and the Trump administration wants to make it harder. The president even suggested Sunday that undocumented immigrants should be denied due process, deported immediately without trial.
The asylum system is being abused to the detriment of the rule of law.
Earlier this month, Attorney General Jeff Sessions signaled that most victims of domestic abuse and gang violence will no longer qualify for asylum.
And this carries a very clear message to government attorneys, to immigration judges, and I can't believe it's not going to have an effect on how these decisions are made.
The administration hopes that stricter asylum rules will prevent migrants from making the dangerous journey to the United States.
If they see any weakness, they will come by the millions.
But with violence exploding across Central America, many will likely continue to make the trek and take their chances at the border. The question is how to get in.
Let them in! Let them in!
At a crossing in Brownsville, Texas, immigrants' rights groups protested the new zero-tolerance policy.
The Trump administration has been very vocal about saying that the people that are crossing illegally are breaking the law, and that was part of the reasons why they're taking away their children. But even people that are actually seeking asylum at a port of entry, the government refuses to let them in.
With detention centers almost full, there appear to be new efforts to keep people out. On bridges across the Texas border, U.S. border agents have now set up an additional stop before migrants can even reach U.S. soil. We saw it in Brownsville, McAllen, and El Paso.
They're checking the visas of people, of pedestrian traffic coming into the U.S. right there at the line. And when someone, an asylum seeker who doesn't have a visa, because you don't have to have a visa to present for and claim asylum, when they come up and they don't have a visa, they are physically denying them entry into the United States. Because as soon as you get a foot into the U.S., you're supposed to be legally able to make that claim of credible fear.
Asylum seekers turned away at the bridges become easy prey for human smugglers.
When you're terrified for your life, when you don't feel like you can go home, and you get turned away at the ports of entry, then what you're going to do is cross in between the ports of entry. And when you do that, then you've committed something that's prosecutable.
Eric Estrada may have beat the odds just making it into the country, but there's no guarantee he will ultimately win asylum.
Me vine para acá porque quiero darle una mejor educación a mi hijo, una mejor vida. Allá en Honduras las cosas están difíciles y cada vez van peor, ¿verdad? Dejé otro hijo, tengo mi esposa y mi sueño es que ella esté acá también conmigo.